Hi guys! Another lesson na naman tayo. That is grade 9 math, quarter 1, module 2. Determining the quadratic equation given the roots. Okay, so ang nagdaang lesson natin, pinag-aralan natin ang ano yung discriminant, paano i-describe ang nature of roots, and ang last lesson natin is about the sum and product of quadratic equations. So ngayon naman, ang gagawin natin is i-determine natin ang quadratic equation kung roots lang yung given sa atin. So, paano natin gagawin ang ating quadratic equation kung meron tayong roots? The quadratic equation is written in the form of x squared plus b over a x plus c over a. Okay, so naalala nyo ang ating sum of roots and product of roots. Sa pagkuha ng ating sum of roots, ang ginagamit natin na formula is negative b over a. Tapos ang product of roots naman natin is c over a. Okay, so napaka-importante na alam nyo kung paano kunin ang value ni a, ni b, at ni c. Para alam nyo itong ating mga formula kung paano siya gagawin. So dahil ito yung formula natin sa pagkuha ng ating sum of roots and product of roots, then x squared minus sum of roots plus product of roots is equal to 0. Ito yung formula na gagamitin natin kapag gumawa tayo ng quadratic equation kung roots lang ang ibibigay sa atin. Okay, bakit siya naging negative? Kasi ang ating sum of roots is negative b over a. Kaya naging x squared minus sum of roots x, meron palang x dito, sorry hindi ko nakalimutan kong isulat, plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay, so tatandaan natin ang formula na ito. Ito yung gagamitin natin sa pagsulat ng ating quadratic equation kung meron tayong roots. Okay, again, x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. This relationship is useful in writing quadratic equations whose roots are given. Okay, gayang anong sabi ko, napaka-importante nito para makapagsulat tayo ng quadratic equation kung roots lang ang ibibigay sa atin. Doon sa mga nakaraang lesson natin, ang ginawa natin is nag-solve tayo ng quadratic equation para mahanap natin ang kanilang roots. Ngayon naman, ang gagawin natin is ang roots ang given natin, tapos quadratic equation yung isosolve natin. O, di ba kabaliktaran siya? But don't worry, napakadali lang talaga ng topic na ito. Mas madali pa ito compare sa mag-solve tayo ng roots ng quadratic equation. Okay, so para maintindihan nyo, meron tayong example dito para mas maintindihan natin. Example, find the equation if the roots are positive 4 and negative 7. Okay, so roots ang binigay sa atin. So hahanapin natin ang equation. Meron tayong solution. So sa solution natin, dalawa lang yung steps na gagawin natin kasi sabi ko nga sa inyo na madali lang siya. So dalawang steps lang. Ang first step na gagawin natin, find the sum and product of the roots. Okay, so kung hindi nyo napanood ang video natin kung paano kukunin ang sum and product of the roots, panoorin nyo ang ating previous lesson para mas maintindihan nyo ang ating lesson na ito. Okay, so sum of roots. Ang sum of roots natin, x sub 1 plus x sub 2 is equal to, so ang value ng ating x sub 1 is positive 4. Okay, so i-substitute lang natin siya. So, value ng x sub 1 is positive 4 plus the value of x sub 2 na negative 7. Okay, so pagkatapos i-simplify lang natin. 4, positive and negative is negative 7. So, 4 minus 7 is equal to negative 3. Okay, so ito na yung value ng ating sum of roots. Dito naman tayo sa product of roots. Sa product of roots, x sub 1 multiplied by x sub 2. So, ang x sub 1 natin is positive 4 multiplied by the value of our x sub 2 na negative 7. Okay? So, 4, positive 4 times negative 7 is equal to negative 28. Okay, so ito na yung product of roots natin. Ngayon, meron na tayong sum of roots na negative 3 and product of roots na negative 28. Ano yung susunod na step na gagawin natin? Okay, so ang step 2 natin, ito yung ating step 2. Substitute the sum and product of the roots in the form, gaya nga ng sabi ko na ito yung form na tatandaan natin, x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Ngayon is i-substitute na natin siya sa ating x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay, so ang sum of roots natin is negative 3 at ang product of roots is negative 28. Okay, so gawin na natin siya. So that is x squared. Kopyahin lang natin si x squared minus sum of roots. Ano yung sum of roots natin? Negative 3x plus product of roots. Ano yung product of roots natin? Negative 28. Okay. Is equal to 0. Okay, so take note na ang mga signs, tandaan nyo yung mga signs nyo kasi kapag hindi nyo nagawa ng maayos ang inyong mga sign, magkakamali talaga kayo sa inyong equation. Okay, gaya nito. X squared minus, kopyahin nyo ang minus agad, and then, oh, bakit walang negative? Sorry. Negative 3, okay? So, napaka-importante ng mga sign natin. X squared minus, kopyahin si minus. The sum of roots is negative 3, okay? So, negative 3x plus the product of roots na negative 28, okay? So, tatandaan nyo talaga yung mga sign. Hindi nyo pwedeng kalimutan yan kasi magkakamali talaga kayo. So, ipagpatuloy na natin. X squared, negative times negative is equal to positive 3x, kasi 3 times x is 3x. Positive and negative is negative 28 is equal to 0. Okay, so ito na yung equation natin. This is already our equation. Ang equation natin is x squared plus 3x minus 28 is equal to 0. Mahirap ba? Hindi. Napakadali niya lang. So, napakadali lang isolve ng iyong equation given ang iyong roots. Basta tandaan nyo lang itong form na ito na x squared minus the sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Again, ito na yung equation natin given ang sum of roots natin na negative 3 at ang product of roots na negative 28. So, ito na yung equation. X squared plus 3x minus 28 is equal to 0. Another example tayo para mas maintindihan natin siya. The roots are negative 1 and 3 over 2. Okay, take note, meron tayong fraction dito. But don't worry, napakadali niya lang din isolve. Find the equation. Okay, so ang roots na binigay sa atin is negative 1 and 3 over 2. So ang step 1, find the sum and product of the roots. Okay, so hanapin muna natin ang sum at ang product ng roots. So, x sub 1 plus x sub 2. X sub 1 natin is negative 1 plus 3 over 2. Okay, back to basic tayo. Mag-add tayo ng fraction. So, napaka-importante na alam natin yung mga basics natin sa elementary. Like fractions, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So, yun yung pinaka-basic na dapat alam natin. Kasi in the higher grade, paulit-ulit lang yung mga basics na yon. Pero, pinagkaiba lang is iba yung level of difficulty. Okay? So, ngayon is i-add na natin sa negative 1 at positive 3 over 2. Okay, so sa pag-add ng fraction, kukunin lang natin ang denominator. Least common denominator. So, ang least common denominator nila is 2. And then 2, si negative 1 is meron yan siyang denominator na 1. So, 2 divided by 1 is equal to 2 times negative 1 is equal to negative 2. Okay, so kung nahihirapan kayong intindihin kasi nakalimutan nyo ang basic na ito, panoorin nyo ulit ang ating tutorial about addition of fractions. Okay, so plus 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 times 3 is equal to 3. So that is negative and positive, subtract. So of course, si positive 3 ang maiiwan na positive sign. So that is 3 minus 2 is 1 over 2. Okay, so ang sum of roots natin is 1/2. Ito yung sum of roots natin. Punta naman tayo sa product of roots. Okay, so dito naman is multiplication of fraction naman tayo dito. So, napaka-importante talaga again na alam natin yung basic. So, negative 1 multiplied by 3 over 2. Okay? Sa multiplication of fraction naman, i-multiply mo lang ang numerator at denominator and then reduce into lowest term, meron ka ng sagot. So, si negative 1 again, meron siyang denominator na 1. So, negative 1 times 3 is equal to negative 3 over 2. Okay, so ang product of roots natin is negative 3 over 2. Ito na yung product of roots natin. Step 2 na tayo. Substitute the sum and product of the roots in the form x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay, so i-substitute na natin siya. So x squared, kopyahin natin si x squared minus the sum of roots. So ang sum of roots natin is 1/2. Okay, so pwede na natin siyang automatic ilagay kasi hindi negative ang kanyang sign. 1/2 x plus the product of roots na negative 3 over 2. Okay, so ilagay natin siya kasi negative 3 over 2 siya. So ilagay natin sa parenthesis kasi negative is equal to 0. Okay, simplify lang natin. So x squared minus 1/2 x, positive and negative is negative 3 over 2 is equal to 0. Ngayon, dahil meron tayong fraction dito sa ating equation, ang gagawin lang natin dahil pareho ang kanilang denominator na 2, ang gagawin natin is i-multiply natin both sides sa 2. Okay? So, i-multiply natin sila both sides sa 2. Pagkatapos, i-simplify natin. So, 2 times x squared is equal to 2x squared. And then, 2 times negative 1/2. So, pwede mo siyang i-cancel si 2. Pwede mo idiretsyon na isulat si negative x or pwede rin ganito para hindi kayo malito. 2 times 1 is equal to 2 over 2x. So 2 times 1 is 2 times negative 1 is negative 2x over 2. And then minus 2 times 3 is 6 over 2 is equal to 0 times 2 is 0. Again, pwede nyo nang idiretso ang inyong sagot na i-cancel nyo lang itong 2 dito, itong mga 2, and then si x squared is magiging 2x squared. Okay? So, pinakita ko lang kung paano natin siya gagawin. So, kopyahin si 2x squared. Ayan, ayaw na naman. 2x squared. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so ang maiiwan is minus x, kasi 2 divided by 2 is 1. Automatic si x merong 1. Minus 6 divided by 2 is 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so ito na yung equation natin. 2x squared minus x minus 3 is equal to 0. So ito na yung sagot natin sa ating given na roots na, ano yung given na roots natin kanina? Negative 1 and positive 3 over 2. So, ang equation natin is 2x squared minus x minus 3 is equal to 0 given the roots negative 1 and positive 3 over 2. O, di ba napakadali lang mag-determine ng quadratic equation kung given ang kanyang roots. Okay, so I believe na naintindihan natin ang ating lesson. So ngayon, isasagutan natin itong mga examples natin dito. Pwede nyong i-pause ang ating video, tapos sagutan nyo siya. I-check nyo mamaya kung tama ba yung inyong mga sagot. Okay, so meron tayo ditong given na mga roots. And then ito yung ating sum of roots, x sub 1 plus x sub 2. Ito yung product of roots natin, x sub 1 multiplied by x sub 2. And then, ano yung ating quadratic equation? Ang given roots natin is positive 6 and negative 5. Okay, so ang ating sum of roots is 6 plus negative 5. So ang sagot natin is 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. So ang sum of roots natin is 1. Now ang product of roots naman is 6 multiplied by negative 5 is equal to negative 30. Okay, so ito yung product of roots natin. Ngayon, gawin na natin ang ating quadratic equation gamit yung form natin. Tandaan natin ang ating form, ha? Ito yung form, x squared minus sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Okay, so isulat na natin agad si x squared minus the sum of our roots, that is positive 1. So, magiging x lang tayo kasi si x automatic meron na yan siyang 1. And then, the plus the product of roots. So, plus negative 30 is equal to 0. Okay. So, ang ating equation is x squared minus x minus 30 is equal to 0. Okay. So, ito na yung equation natin. Dito naman tayo sa pangalawang example. So, 4, si x sub 1 is 4, si x sub 2 is 7. So, 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. So, ang sum of roots is 11. Product of roots naman is 4 times 7 is equal to 28. Ito yung product of roots natin. Okay, so gawin na natin ang ating equation. So, x squared minus the sum of roots, so that is 11x, plus the product of roots na 28 is equal to 0. Okay, di ba napakadali lang? So, meron na tayong quadratic equation agad. X squared minus 11x plus 28 is equal to 0. Third example, ang x sub 1 is 1, positive 1, and ang x sub 2 is negative 10. So, x sub 1, 1 plus negative 10 is equal to 1 minus 10. Is equal to negative 9. So, ang sum of roots is negative 9. Product of roots naman. So, 1 multiplied by negative 10 is equal to negative 10. So, ang product of roots is negative 10. Okay? So, gawin na natin ang ating equation. So, x squared minus the sum of roots na negative 9, x plus the product of roots na negative 10 is equal to 0. Okay? So, x squared, negative times negative is positive 9x. Positive times negative is negative 10. Is equal to 0. Okay, so ang ating equation is x squared plus 9x minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, baka malito kayo sa anong equation natin. Okay, so ito yung equation natin sa first. Ito yung pangalawa. Wait, ito yung pangalawa. And ito yung pangatlo. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Example number 4 naman tayo. So, ang roots natin is, ang given natin na roots is negative 9 and 0. So, x sub 1, negative 9 plus 0 is equal to negative 9. So, ang sum of roots natin is negative 9. Ang product of roots naman is negative 9 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. So, ang product of roots is 0. So, gawin na natin ang ating equation. Okay? So, x squared minus the sum of roots, negative 9x, plus the product of roots na 0 is equal to 0. So, ang equation natin, x squared, negative and negative is positive 9x, plus 0. So, pwede na natin hindi isali si 0 kasi wala tayong value ng c, is equal to 0. So, ang ating equation is x squared plus 9x is equal to 0. O diba, napakadali lang niyang gawin, walang kahirap-hirap. Okay, so dito naman tayo sa last example. 2 and negative 6. So, 2 plus negative 6. Ano nang nangyari sa ating dalawa? Okay, so 2 plus negative 6 is equal to 2 minus 6 is equal to negative 4. Okay, so ang sum of roots is negative 4. And then ang product of roots is 2 multiplied by negative 6 is equal to negative 12. Product of roots is negative 12. So gawin na natin ang ating equation. Hindi na natin sigurong itiretso yung sagot natin kasi wala na tayong space. Okay, so x squared minus the sum of roots. So, ang sum of roots is negative 4. So, negative times negative is positive 4x plus negative 12. So, positive and negative is negative 12. Okay? So, ang ating equation is x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so ganyan lang siya kadali guys. Hindi kayo mahihirapan talaga kapag ang given ninyo is roots, tapos gagawin nyo ang inyong quadratic equation. Napakadali niya lang basta alam nyong kunin ang kanyang sum of roots at ang kanyang product of roots. And huwag nyong kalimutan ang form na x squared minus the sum of roots x plus product of roots is equal to 0. So, napakadali niya lang talagang gawin. That's all for today's video guys. Sana may natutunan kayo sa ating lesson for today. See you in our next lesson. Bye!